Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Got the D-Man here, and I'm glad you could join me today as always. It's a cloudy, windy, coldy day in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world today. The topic is going to be determination, continuing from yesterday and the day before and maybe the day before that. Determination. You will never succeed without determination. How determined are you? Go look in the mirror and ask yourself that question. How determined are you to succeed at whatever it is you want to do? Do you have a goal? Do you have a vision? Do you have a purpose in life? Do you have it written down on paper? Many people say they have goals, but they don't have them written down on paper. They become more tangible and realistic when you write them down and look at them. It's something concrete rather than something rolling around in your head. Okay, very important to write down your goals. After this video, go write down your goals. Write down the reasons why you want to achieve these things, and then make a plan. But remember, your plan is always subject to change. I heard someone say last night, man makes plans and God laughs. Yeah, plan out your day. And it's good to make a plan. I always have a plan. Plan out your day. Well, I don't always have a plan. Sometimes I act on intuitive guidance. But I usually have a basic plan of what I'm going to do. But look back at the end of your day, if you have a plan, and see how things went. You have to be flexible. Good to make a plan, but be flexible. Some of the greatest generals in battle always had a plan, but they all said that it never went the way they planned, so they had to be flexible. They had to be malleable with their plan. Okay, let's go. I got this article here from Determination and Success, and it's written by, it only says J.D. Meyer. Okay? J.D. Meyer. Determination and Success. How important is determination and drive for success? Drive is a common characteristic among successful people. The good news is that just like luck and success, drive is a continuum. There's examples where people with minimal drive, but they enjoy what they do, experience great success. On the other end of the spectrum, you find ruthless obsession. What if you aren't naturally driven? I think everybody is naturally driven to do something, if nothing more than to sit on the couch and have a beer after work every night and watch the latest sitcom. That may not seem like a goal, but it is a goal. Probably not written down. Okay. What if you aren't naturally driven? Here again, there's good news. You can adopt successful strategies. What you lack in personality can you can make up for in approach. Okay. Key takeaways. Here are my key takeaways. Drive is one common characteristic among successful people. The one thing all successful people share is drive and determination. Why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you want to achieve this goal? Do you think when you achieve the goal, your life is going to be perfect or great? Sure, as I've said before, you will have some elation, satisfaction, and feelings of fulfillment, but the joy is in the journey. The fulfillment comes in doing what you are drawn to do from the desires within you. And it should be a fulfilling day every day, regardless of whether you have reached your goal yet or not. So guess what? When you reach your goal, you're going to have to make another goal. Because if you don't, you'll feel like, it's kind of like postpartum depression. I remember when I ran my first marathon, I trained my butt off for it, okay? And I ran the race, and I didn't do quite as well as I'd wanted to, but afterwards it was like I didn't want to run. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't feel like doing anything. I was just kind of down. Probably for one thing, I was worn out, but it's a mental thing also. You have to set another goal. And when you reach that one, you set another goal. So don't think that when you reach the goal, your life is going to be perfect or you're going to be happy forever. It doesn't work that way. As a man, and maybe even a woman, you have to continue to set goals. I know more about men in that respect than I do about women and goals. Women think differently than men, and that's good. There's a good contrast, a good polarity there, feminine and masculine. That's what makes us attracted to each other. If each person has too much feminine, then it's not a good balance. Okay, it has to be feminine and masculine for a relationship to work well. That's another video. Let's move on. Drive ranges from enjoyment to ruthless obsession. Drive can range from simply enjoying the path to what folks would consider a little mad, meaning a ruthless obsession for results. A desire for personal power. One cause of drive is a pursuit of personal power or an extension of their personality. Enslaved by an idea. Some people become consumed by an idea. Their drive is fueled by the passion of bringing an idea to life. Determination to finish the job. Some people are fueled by a passion for finishing what they started. They can't stand the idea of leaving something half finished. And I'm going to tell you, when you leave something half finished or you don't complete a project and you have no plans of completing it, it will hang over your head like a dark cloud. It will always be there. You may not think about it all the time, but it will keep popping into your head. You need to complete what you started. This raises your self-esteem. You don't have to change your personality. If you're not naturally driven, you don't have to try to change your personality. Instead, adopt proven success strategies that characterize successful people. Adopt success strategies of successful people. You can adopt proven strategies such as becoming more single-minded and focused. A strong sense of direction. Don't take no for an answer and become better at saying what you don't like. That really is just being honest with yourself. As a man of integrity, you should always be honest with yourself. And if you're honest with yourself, then you cannot lie to anyone else. To thine own self be true, and then to no one else can you be false. Always be honest with yourself. You will find, if you really do your best to do that, that it is a difficult thing to do. Many times we lie to ourselves about our motives, our desires, or we procrastinate because we're afraid, and we make up a reason that, well, I can't do that right now because I have to do this. We do the lesser important things. We take care of the immediate crises, when reality is, if we had taken care of things that needed to be done today for something that is going to happen in a year from now, we would not have these crises. Really, the most important things in your life need to be done right now. It seems like they need to be done right now because you're full of fear and anxiety. You got to take care of this. But you need to do what needs to be done for down the road right now, not the crisis situation. Although, if your son falls down and breaks his leg and the bone's sticking out, of course you better take him to the hospital. Different situation. But that's why God gave you a brain to use. You have a logic for a reason. It has its place. Thinking. What I've learned through experience is that while drive is important, you need to know what you're trading. For example, try to find balance between your conviction and your connection, so you don't burn bridges or leave a trail of dead bodies in your pursuit of results. Yes, you can make it to the top. You can make it to the top by climbing over people, but it's not the way to do it. It will never leave you fulfilled. You will never be truly wealthy. And wealthy really comes from a word wheel, which means well-being. It's not only money. It's a combination of many things: health, wealth, prosperity, contentment, peace of mind, many things. Try to invest in your body, your relationships, and fun during the pursuit of your goals so that you enjoy the process. Goals are a vehicle. They are a means to an end, but not the end in themselves. Be careful not to compromise your values along your journey. And that's a big temptation. To try to achieve what you desire is to cut corners or to be less than honest, less than integrous, living with low integrity or compromising your integrity to achieve something, thinking the ends justify the means. Even if you achieve your goal by this method, when you get there, you will feel flat, empty, and broken inside. You can deny that feeling, but it will always be there. True wealth and happiness comes with integrity. I know someone said to me once, look at that person, they're dishonest, they're crooked. Well, Pablo Escobar, there's a good one right there. He was successful by the way the world looks at it, but look at how he ended. He lived a life of fear and constantly worried about getting killed or caught. Many attempts on his life, and he did end up getting killed. Actually, I went to Colombia and took the tour, the Pablo tour. They showed where he was in the building where they shot him, and then we went to the graveyard where he's buried. I mean, he's a famous, or should I say infamous or popular man, but is that the type of success you want, or would you even call that success? I don't imagine he slept very well at night. So that's why I wouldn't want to be the president or anything like that of any country. Can you imagine the heaviness, the weight of the depth of the things you have to deal with, the decisions you have to make? These positions of power may look glamorous from the outside, but if you actually had to fill that position and live the life of a person who does, it's a difficult thing if you really stop and think about it. It's easy to get angry and think you could do better, or think that their decisions are ludicrous or ridiculous, but you are not walking in their shoes, nor would you want to if you really knew the magnitude of the decisions they have to make every day. Okay? Drive is the one common characteristic of successful people. According to De Bono, determination is the one common trait among successful people. Okay, are you determined? Ask yourself that today. What can you do to make yourself more determined? Okay, you can start completing small tasks. Wash the dishes, take out the trash. These are small things, but everything starts small. And then start completing bigger tasks, bigger things that you've been planning to do, that you've been procrastinating about. Start taking steps toward completing those. And every time you complete one of these things that's important to you, that you have been procrastinating about, it raises your self-esteem, your self-worth, your feeling of value about yourself, and allows you to be able to accomplish even greater things. Don't start out to be the greatest in the world. Start out to be the greatest in your home, to yourself, amongst your peers, amongst your co-workers. Complete the tasks given to you and complete them with an attitude of joy, happiness, fulfillment. If you hate your job, find something about it to like until you can do what you really love to do. Well, that's it for today. I hope that has been of value to you. Share that with a friend. Smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.